And the Rebels will get us underway with the opening kickoff. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch.
On the double.
You think the fans are ready for this one? The booth's shaking underneath us, guys.
Jackrabbit.
And you want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back.
Ready?
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
They're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
Now on second down. They'll try the run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Got it.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Looking to throw, it's Ward. Pressure coming. Into double coverage, and he picked it off. A return there would have just been icing on the cake. They'll just have to settle for the cake at the 23.
And that right there is a huge reason why this team has a winning record coming into this game. Their defense takes the ball away. And here on the opening drive, you see the athleticism in the back end of the defense, picking it off and putting it in great field position for their own.
Great spot to start this drive for the offense.
Flare. Flare.
Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty.
On the set.
Offense getting set for first down. Quarterback changing the plays at the line.
Griffin. Slab. Terrier.
Wants to pass. He's going to take a shot right away. Touchdown, Rebels! And they strike first.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25.
Okay, ready.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays, and I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw at this drive.
They got nothing on the last play at 2nd and 10. The give from the gun. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
Now, that's what you're trying to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
Ready up.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28.
Cut it. Cut it.
To throw, it's Ward. And the defense gets to the quarterback.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And they'll mark this one dead at midfield. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make? Because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
Lasso! Lasso! Alert!
Pulled and finds his man on the left. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
Clear! Clear!
Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Finds his tight end. Good, solid tackle. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Ringo! Hound 55!
They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. The Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Set! Ready, ready!
To the ground, he's got it again. They get him down, but he does pick up 3 to the 32-yard line.
Nice run there on first down. You know, this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football, let him get lathered up.
Okay.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7.
Easy! Cut, cut, cut! Ready, go!
They'll run it from the gun. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Got it!
Ball's at the 26. It's 3rd and short, and they'd love to pick up the first down and avoid settling for the field goal.
Rita! Rita!
Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Man, it's so hard to play defense nowadays. You got a strike zone where you can hit people. You get flagged for targeting. You get flagged for pass interference. That was beautiful. Great job in the end zone, making it a hard window to throw into, and when he caught it, making him feel you.
That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal.
Green 25. Tuna. Gaucho. Ready.
They keep attacking through the air. Makes the catch. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too, understanding the situation. It's third down. We're fine giving up completions right there, but we're not giving up the first down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us, and we're tackling the catch. Awesome job, and now you've set up 4th down.
Ready.
I'm not sure this was ever a real decision. They'll go for it on 4th and inches.
Razor. Set. Hut.
They'll try to pick up the first. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Top 15 teams colliding today in a huge matchup, and it's now a final. Georgia looked dominant on the way to victory today. That offense had zero problem putting up points, and the defense almost resembled the days of Nolan Smith, Jalen Carter, and Nakobe Dean. We'll see a lot of games this week, but few will have as much of an impact on the new Top 25 poll next week as this one, gentlemen.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
They'll run play action. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Back to pass, it's Ward. Throws to the wideout. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. And the Canes will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
On the double.
Line gets set, first down.
Yankee blue. Yankee blue. Easy. Timber. Timber. Gorilla.
Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Got his man downfield. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter.
Come on, set. Okay.
First down to start the drive after the break.
Belly stutter. Here we go.
Handoff from the gun. Knocked down after a pickup of 6, and they're trying to impose their will in the red zone. Ball's at the 13. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring.
Hey.
Looking for a man. It's Dart. Setting up the screen. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down.
All right, second quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
And the Rebels line it up with a first and goal.
Here we go. Flex, flex, flex.
They'll try to get it in with the run. That one did not go well. Tackled in the backfield for a loss of 6.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. And they're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
Hornet.
He's going to pass on second down. Got his man on the right. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackling.
On third and goal, they'll throw it. And he wanted to get the score right there, but it falls incomplete.
Yeah, and third and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
Here comes the field goal unit. And he'll try it from the right hash, and the angle shouldn't be too bad from this distance. And it's right down the boulevard. And that will extend their lead even further. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20.
Ready.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Trailing now by 17, David, this is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great, but I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on the board.
Quick pass on the jet motion. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
That first down was rather unproductive. Let's see what they've got on second down from the 16. Using the quick game.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback get going the other direction.
Here they come, trying to convert a 3rd and short from the 28.
Easy. Cut it. Ready, go.
To the air, it's Ward. Floats it out in space. He's stopped quickly, but not before he has enough for the first down. 3rd and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, first down.
Caught in the backfield, it's George. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. They'll stop him at the 46 after a 5-yard pickup.
You know, they pride themselves on being physical at the point of attack, dominating at the line of scrimmage. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Ready?
This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10.
Ringo! Here we go! Ready?
He's looking to throw it. And the ball is picked off. Taking it the other way. The 20. He's at the 10. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
A first down run in the red zone. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
There is nowhere to run and nowhere to hide on these situations. You know the physical ground game comes into play inside the 5-yard line, and they match the intensity. Nice job. Everybody flying around to the football, making the tackle for a loss. Nice job by this defense.
Down! Dino!
The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
Well, you know if you're this offense, you're dialing up this running back, man. He has been a scoring machine all season long. He just finds his way into the end zone, and this is a golden opportunity to put 6 up on the board with that guy in your backfield.
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. Back to throw, it's Dart. They're bringing heat. And the missed connection on third down.
Third and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
They're thinking touchdown here on 4th and goal. The kicker stays on the sideline.
Moves.
Trying to pound it in. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
Nice job by the defense on 4th down, bowing up, getting physical, stopping the run, shutting down that 4th down play. Really good job by this defense.
Okay, ready?
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9.
Rita! Let's go!
Right back to the well. He finds enough room to get it over the 10-yard line, and he's down at the 13.
I know that wasn't a big, huge play, and everybody's not excited, and the fans aren't going crazy, but those are the plays that in the 4th quarter matter a lot. Again, making you tackle my back, making you feel the physicality of the football game throughout so you get tired and get worn down in the 4th quarter.
You've got a 3rd and manageable, backed up in your own end, but convert here and you get some momentum.
Cobra!
Using his feet. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the 1st down.
Well, this guy's a weapon, throwing it and running it, and you know he's going to try to hurt this defense with his legs.
It puts so much stress on the defensive line to chase him and the fact that the play is extended so long.
Yeah, if they've got a spy defensively, if someone's athletic enough to run with this guy, that's going to be maybe a sound move moving forward schematically.
Looking to throw, it's Ward. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Just a small return, but a big play as they have it now at the 45.
What a play by the safety. Really good understanding. Like, listen, if I'm going to sit back and I'm going to play cover 2 and I'm a free safety, I'm free to go get that thing. But I got to see the route. I got to see the wide receiver breaking, understanding the quarterback's throwing the football. And as soon as that hand separates from the other hand, I'm breaking on it. Does a great job breaking on it and making the catch.
Quarterback checking the play. Use the play fake. Now to throw. He rifles one deep down the right side. Pass on the way, it's picked off! And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Nice play by the DB. Most people say offenses have the advantage, right? They know where they're going. They have the footing underneath them. Defensive guys, you still got to guess. You might be a little bit more cautious. No, sir, this defensive back does a great job breaking on the football, going up and making the INT.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. There's enough time left in the half here, David, to make something happen.
Dang right. I want to be aggressive. I'm not backed up in my own end. I can stay aggressive here. Try to get a field goal, Palmer. Try to get in range to get some kind of points before half.
Yeah, two biggest things are you got to protect the quarterback, and the QB cannot throw a pick here in this situation. If you do those two things, you got an opportunity here to steal some points.
After they couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10.
Pound 55 weak. Ready to go.
He's looking to throw. Feeling some heat. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer.
Ready?
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half.
Come on, set.
On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. He's going to take off. He turns it loose to the left. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
Man, this QB is so dangerous. He can get outside the pocket, and right here you can tell he gets outside the pocket. Now I got to make some decisions, man. Do I want to go chase this guy? Do I play coverage? And that's why these mobile quarterbacks can really put you in a predicament. The defense won this battle, but that guy is so hard to corral.
Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. And the Canes will kick it off to start the second half. And that is not what they were after. Kickoff sails out of bounds, and excellent field position for this offense.
Okay.
The offense lining up for a first down play.
Here we go.
He wants to start this drive with a pass. Throws for the tight end. That is just a sideline clinic. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want.
Got it.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Quarterback will audible.
Green 25. Acorn. Acorn. Gaucho. Gaucho.
Back to throw, it's Dart. Looking to the big tight end. He's open on the right. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run, and this guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
Ready.
Looking to move it through the air. Caught over the middle, it's Harris. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty.
On the
The
set.
Rebels trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal.
Here we go. Yankee blue. Yankee blue. Ready, ready.
On the run, it's Parrish. Touchdown, Rebels! And the beatdown has ensued. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17.
Okay, ready?
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to... Oh, picked off! Going the other way, and he's got room. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Rain, sleet, snow, sun shining. I don't care. I get interceptions. Give me that rock.
Here comes the offense on first down.
29 Philly. Lion. Ready?
Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the wideout. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Well, the cornerback wasn't fooled that time. He was squatting on the out route, and because of that, he was able to transition, break on the ball, and knock it away.
Ready up.
Now 2nd and 10.
Hornet. Jackrabbit. Logger.
Quarterback checking off.
Arrow.
To the air, it's Dart. Missed receiver there, it's incomplete.
That's a throw the QB would like to have back. He just has to do a better job giving his receiver a chance to make the catch.
And guys, they really need to take advantage of this field position on 3rd and long.
Flip it. Flare.
Off play action. Throws to the tight end. Misses again, it's incomplete, and that's 3 in a row.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their...
And wait just a second, the official's going to take a second look at this one. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call.
Ready.
And the Rebels getting set on 1st and 10.
Set.
He wants to throw. Going to try to pop one on the screen. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty.
On the ready.
1st and goal for the offense.
Belly stutter. Spider.
On the run, it's Parrish. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
This running back just doesn't go down easily. It's just difficult for defenses to get him on the ground. Not overly huge, but if I'm an offensive coordinator, I'm going to continue to find ways to feature him and just, you know what? Let his talent do the rest.
42 Spider.
Running play to the left, looking for the end zone here. Touchdown, Ole Miss! And a stomping has commenced. Well, let's count them up. 1, 2, 3. 3 is the magic number for touchdowns.
Yeah, it's as easy as ABC. Goodness gracious. He's been getting whatever he wants, whenever he wants, however he wants. I might want to change something up or maybe focus on that guy that's getting the football a lot and scoring.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17.
Ready.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. A defense scoops it up, and they're bringing it back. Touchdown, Rebels! Not content to get the fumble, they scored with the fumble. What a play by the defense there. Loose football, country fumble, pick it up with room, scoop, and score.
No doubt, country versus city. When it's a country fumble, nobody around. I got to pick that puppy up and do some damage with it. Nice job seeing the situation, scooping it up, making a play.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And he coughs it up inside the 20. It's recovered by the kicking team, and they get the ball right back.
Very rarely do you have a play on defense where you've got 30 yards head of steam built up to come make a collision. On kickoff and kickoff return, you do. And a lot of times you see big sticks and fumbles happen as a result.
Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want them. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Now the quarterback changing the original play call.
Moves.
To the air, it's Dart. Fires to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Yeah, and just got enough of the football there by the defender, breaking on the football, getting his hand on it. He couldn't bat it down, but he got a fingertip on it, tipped that thing away from the receiver, made the big play, saving the touchdown.
Leaves it with the running back. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. Absolutely perfect. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David.
Yeah, like a non-profit, man, like a charity, giving the football away too much. Got to take care of the football, Jesse. Otherwise, you got no shot to win this football game.
You're right, man. At this level of college football, it doesn't matter how talented you are. It doesn't matter who you're playing. If you're sloppy and you put the football on the ground or you throw picks, you're going to find yourself behind on the scoreboard.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12.
Lasso.
Takes the handoff, and he's going right. Open space at the 25. Can anyone catch him? And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way.
This guy strikes fears into the hearts of every defensive coordinator, David, with that speed. If you give this guy any open grass, man, he's gone.
It's just silly. Look at the angles, people trying to catch him, but he's got so much juice, he can outrun those angles and make enormous plays.
The give to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
The coaching staff defensively, they harp on this unit to be more physical, to fly to the football and gang tackle. You're seeing all of that in this game. That's why they're one of the best run defenses in the nation.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. The give to the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
I think the offensive coordinators over there going, thank goodness we don't play them every week. This defense has been suffocating. This offense got to find something moving forward that they can hang their hat on, some kind of identity. Today they were shut down, but listen, there's a game next week, right? Like, got to continue to find what it is that makes this team go, that makes them tick, that makes them get first downs and hopefully move the football.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
3rd and long situation. They try to go screen. I think they were hoping it was going to be a big zone and they could get those offensive linemen down the field, but the defense sniffed it out, forcing the incompletion.
A famous writer once said most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on 4th down, trailing by double figures. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. It's incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, David.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Quickly to the tight end. Bring in the heat. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give them a 1st down. Under a minute to go here in the 3rd quarter. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Looking downfield, it's Dart. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
Catch in the middle, it's Wells. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. The Rebels have their offense in high gear.
42 Spider.
Here's the handoff. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks with a 1st down.
And this is exactly what you want to do when you're on offense. You have the lead. You want to chew the clock, keep the ball on the ground, keep that thing just ticking, Palmer.
They're just imposing their will, David, and that's something that we've seen, I think, all game. Up front, they've been the more physical team. They're the ones that's getting pushed, that's getting movement, and it's carrying over all the way here deep into the 4th quarter.
Ringo! Down!
They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
Well, he's had the hot hand, 3 TDs in the game already. I like just force-feeding this guy the rock some more here, Paul.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They've been the more physical team. He does a really good job finding the end zone, running the football. That's why they've featured him today.
They'll throw it to the back on the screen. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. After this long of a drive, you have to cap it off with a touchdown, and here comes 3rd and goal. Looking downfield, it's Dart. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Ole Miss. And the route is on. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conservative, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. LSU managed to eke out the victory in a tighter than expected one. Don't blame the gumbo there in Baton Rouge this week. These Tigers are to blame for this one being this close. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
You got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Don't tell that to this defense, though. They've played with great effort. They've gotten hats to the football, and they have been able to shut him down.
They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
And this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
He's got enough for the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 37.
Well, that is a gutsy play call on that 4th down. I think everybody here in the stadium, including myself, was expecting them to try to throw the football, but they ran it and caught the defense off guard.
The Hurricanes come to the line with a new set of downs.
Let's go! Go!
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Well, it's a nice change-up call on offense because obviously in the 4th quarter, you're down by a bunch of points and everybody in the stadium is expecting you to throw it to get back in the game. So you dial up the run play and you get a huge gainer. Hopefully that can give this offense the momentum they need to try to scrape and claw back into this one.
Quickly complete. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
Now on 2nd down after the good 1st down run. They'll go to the ground. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious.
Ready?
Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's 3rd and short.
Easy!
Defense showing blitz here. And they almost had another one. Rare is the occasion when you're happy to see 4th down, but it's better than throwing another pick.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Makes the grab well past the sticks. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the 1st down.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the 1st down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it. Now a fresh set of downs.
Just inside the 35, 1st and 10 from the 34. Quick completion to the right. And they picked up 9 on 1st down. It'll bring up 2nd and short.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Martinez on the carry. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense.
How about the job by this defense today? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense, stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed up and showed out and answered that challenge.
Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. A designed run for the quarterback. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets to 1st down.
And, Artie, it's completely changed the game. Like, now it's 11-on-11 football. The quarterback used to hand it off and stand there and watch the play. Now he's very much involved in the play. He's running the football so much, and even when he's not, he's making somebody go with him and cover him. So the quarterback scrambling, the quarterback running has completely changed the way people play defense.
Ready.
Now inside the 20, 1st and 10 from the 18. From the red zone, looking for a man. Caught in the backfield, it's Johnson. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
And listen, the defense playing really conservative, right? You got the lead, but here's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get sacks. I got to get to the quarterback. Like, I got to make sure I'm getting him, knocking him off the spot. Padding my stats, by the way. Got a lot of sacks late in games when we had a big lead, but that's okay. That's what you're supposed to do. Keep competing, defense.
I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
I think one of the keys to this defense's success all season has been how good they've been stopping the run. They are a top 10 unit when it comes to rushing defense, and it's helped them out this year down in the red zone.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal.
29 Philly.
They'll try to power their way ahead. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Yeah, and this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's in the 4th quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing this thing out. We got to get back in this football game because I don't know if y'all realize this, but we're down by a lot.
Off the RPO, throw right, looking for the chains. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
Offensively, this is a beautiful time now because now I get to get all my other guys in the game. Guys that don't get to play that much, we're up. This game's over after that missed 4th down conversion. Now we get to get everybody in the ball game, or if you choose, like Jesse probably would, to go pad some stats and get some more catches, get some more rush yards if that's your thing. And there's nothing more frustrating than when you get late in the game and you know they're running the football and you don't stop them. It's been that kind of day for this defense. They haven't played well. They're going to have to go to the well. They're going to have to figure some things out. Practice this week, I can promise you, will not be a lot of fun with these coaches.
Just a solid stop by this sophomore. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out, they take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between